Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by the ERA Crueltide Pocket Rulebook Kickstarter. This is actually the feature of this video, of course. In this tabletop RPG, Santa Claus has been captured, and you can roleplay as any sort of creature. If you want to roleplay as a normal human with magical holiday powers, as one of Santa's helpers, an elf, as a talking reindeer, as a Halloween creature, as a gingerbread cookie man of sorts, you can do that and help rescue Santa Claus in order to restore the holiday joys. The Kickstarter, the link to the Kickstarter will be in the description and in the pinned comment, and definitely check out those stretch goals. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Detri Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released, Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products and check out their free tabletop RPG, the Red Roleplaying Game. A generic system that is able to handle any sort of theme, genre, flavor, setting that you can imagine. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. So yes, today I start a new review series featuring ERA Crueltide. As explained just a few moments ago, here Santa Claus has been captured and you can roleplay as pretty much any magical creature that you want to roleplay as in this quest to save the holiday magic. But I am getting a bit too far ahead into things. Let's talk about the quality of the PDF first. I don't know if this is the finalized document. Ed Jowett is well known for further polishing his documents before releasing them. Like I said, the Kickstarter is ongoing, so it wouldn't surprise me if he were to make a few changes for the better. But as presented here, the document is excellent. Everything is well written, organized, and explained. You have bookmarks, you have hyperlinks, the font is easy on the eyes, the layout, the graphic design is colorful without feeling too quiche, too cluttered. The illustrations, they look a bit like a children's book type of illustrations with that Nightmare Before Christmas type of twist to them in some cases. Perhaps the only just to be a perfectionist, an improvement perhaps here in the table of contents, move the table of contents just a bit to the center, just like it's too much leaning towards the left side from my perception of things, perhaps a bit too closer to the center, but that could be considered nitpicking. Overall, the quality is great. Now, let's talk about the contents. So yes, Santa Claus is missing, he has been captured, and not by the usual suspects. Here you have individuals such as Cupid or the Easter Bunny behind things. So it's up to brave individuals to rescue Santa Claus. This game could be considered a bit like an action comedy, a fantasy action comedy type of tabletop RPG. You even have these puns when it comes to the magical effects that are pretty funny, ridiculous, cringe-worthy in some cases, but that is the point of this game. So you play as a team of creatures that have been brought together by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And if you're a normal human, Miss Claus has actually given you temporary Christmas miracle powers. So that's like right off the bat, you know that this game is going to be very, very fun and hilarious, potentially hilarious. Now let's talk about the character creation. First, you need your background, and you have several examples. Maybe you are a believer, whether human or not. You were always told that other types of magical creatures didn't exist. But now you see the reality of the holiday miracles. Maybe you are a fish out of water, You're not part of this world. In fact, you had no idea these creatures existed outside of the stories you have heard. But now Santa is missing and you're part of the group. Tough luck. You have to deal with it. Because you enjoy those holiday feasts, right? Or maybe it's wonder, you are a prodigy, you have advanced in an area, perhaps might, magic, or moxie, much more than the average member of your species, and this has made you feel rejected your whole life, and you are hoping to participate in this event to change all of that. When it comes to quirks, you also get to determine your quirks. It's a bit like a personality flaw to make you more interesting. Maybe you are cold as ice. You sacrifice where needed, no matter what others think. Maybe you are a glutton, you love eating. You will try anything once, including snow. Maybe you are scary. You are a terrifying looking creature that even other creatures fear. And these are just a few examples, of course. There are many other background examples or backstory examples and quirks. When it comes to attributes, in Era Crueltide, attributes described are quite simple. They are natural abilities of your characters. Potential. You have might, which is all about physical strength. You have moxie, which is about how likable you are. You have luck, which is how lucky. You have wonder, which is related to observation and awareness of your surroundings. You have grit, which is about health and the pain threshold. And you have magic, which defines your magical or miraculous abilities. So this is a point distribution system in order to create your character. When it comes to magic spells, each character can choose one magic spell on creation. Perhaps you choose Fir, that is F-I-R. Cause a forest of Christmas trees to appear around you, giving you a +2 threshold to all attempts to use ranged weapons in combat. Maybe Ice Try. Instead of Nice Try, Ice Try. Conjure an ice shield, blocking a single combat attack against you. It can be used reactively once every 5 minutes. Maybe you felt your presence. Instead of presents. You turn invisible, meaning no one can find you for a combat turn or 30 seconds out of combat. It's usable every 5 minutes of game time. Attacking reveals you. And these are just a few examples. There are many others, such as Ho Ho No You Don't, or Having the Final Sleigh, or Snow Problem. When it comes to derived stats, from your core stats you derive your size, your notoriety, that is how famous or infamous you are, your health and pain, which is, you could say, a bit like hit points, but there are some nuances to that. We will talk about that when we cover the system. You also determine your speed and your initiative. You also have an equipment section. You can wield powerful weapons, such as the candy cane, the hard Christmas pudding, the reindeer antler, the party popper, the sack of coal. You also have suits of armor, such as the Christmas jumper, the Christmas present box, the wrapping paper. And this concludes this part of the review series. In the next part, we're going to take a look at the Era D10 Light rule set. It's a simplified dice pool system that is used for this tabletop RPG. What are you waiting for? Go to the Kickstarter and check it out. The link will be in the description. This looks so fun, and you're going to get so many laughs out of things. It's impossible to take this game seriously, and that is the major point of it. So have fun with it. Thank you for watching this part of the review series. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master, and remember, in tabletop role-playing games, you are not telling stories about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.